What's up, everybody, and welcome to Team Pizza Plays! I, of course, am Whatthefnu, and today is a day I have been waiting a long time for. No, it's not E3. By the time this goes up, that'll be tomorrow. It is the release for Shantae Half-Genie Hero. Or at least the demo version of Shantae Half-Genie Hero. As you'll read at the bottom of the screen, this is a work in progress. The actual product may vary. This is the demo version that was actually sent out to Kickstarter backers who backed at a certain price. And yeah, let's just get that disclaimer out of the way. I did back this game on Kickstarter. I am a gigantic WayForward fanboy. I've still got my original copy of the Game Boy Color version of Shantae sitting right there on my desk. I love their characters. I love their games. I love everybody who works there, which is why I would absolutely love to bring you their latest entry to you in glorious 1080p. Yes! This is also the first time I've ever played this, by the way, so we're just gonna hop right into the first stage and get into it. So if you're not familiar with what Shantae is, it is a platformer with a very striking art style, as you may notice. Shantae herself is a genie, or half-genie, you'll notice. She can jump incredibly high. It also explains why she has a rather unusual method of attacking. By attacking, I mean emulating one of Will Smith's kids. It also gives her various magical powers, such as the ability to dance and turn herself into various creatures. I wonder, do we have any other forms other than just the one right now? No, it looks like just the one move. You can tell if she's going to activate a different transformation, I believe, if she starts dancing in a different way. The monkey gives her a higher jump and also allows you to climb up walls, which I assume is going to become useful here. There's also a lot of water in this place. There are other transformations that will allow you to do things like go down into the water. Look at all the frames of animation she's got going on here. These games look great. All of them do. Even the ones on the portable handhelds. You'll also notice most of the enemies we meet are going to be, shall we say, generous in certain proportions. Yeah, one of the fun things about this series is it wears its fan service on its sleeve. It makes no bones about the fact that it's a very fun, very colorful game that has its own unique style. What I like is there is that element of fan service to it, but it's not overt about it. It's not obvious about it. And when it is, it just straight up says, it has a sense of humor about it, let's say that. And not like a perverted sense of humor. You know what I'm trying to get at. It gets away with it because it actually handles it professionally, which not a whole lot of people can do. Something else I want to point out. Yes, like I said, I was a Kickstarter backer for this game, and this game was kickstarted. And it's one of the few Kickstarters I actually had absolutely no qualms about backing whatsoever. Because as you know, that site is more an investment than anything else. But their way forward, you know they're not going to back out of this kind of thing. I expect nothing but professionalism from those guys, because for the longest time, I think it's Satchbag that actually said, there is nothing more intimate to the human... What? Oh, come on, I'm not even trying to break the game yet. How did that happen? Seems if I transform on that... Can I just make that normal jump? Okay. The monkey gave me a particular... Monkey makes you jump higher, so... In gaps that I have a little bit of a... Dang, I can't get around that quite yet. I wonder if there's a way to block those projectiles. Well, if there is, I can't get it yet. And they're a little generous with the health, too. I mean, I hope they would be. This is the first stage in the selection. One would hope it wouldn't be too hard quite yet. But yeah, I had no qualms about backing this on Kickstarter because... Let's see here. Wait a minute. Anything down here? I didn't get a chance to... Aha! More treasure! Even though it's not gonna matter in the long run because there's no shop that we have to work with here. Anyways, the story I keep trying to get to. I did back this game because I knew it was going to be made. These guys, if you know the story of Shantae and of WayForward, guys like Matt Bozon, the series, when it started out on the Game Boy Color, fantastic title. Pushed a lot of technical boundaries, one of the most technically impressive games on the system, and yet it barely sold. Like, it was a great game, fun platformer, fun Metroidvania-style game, and yet nobody paid attention to it. It's kind of a shame, really. But then they came back after all these years, created Risky's Revenge, and basically relaunched the entire company. It's a great story of coming back after all this time and creating incredible things. And this game, from what I've seen so far, is incredible. Looks great, controls great. It's got... Whoa. Remember what I said about fan service? Hold on, let's go. I know... Hold on, ladies. I know you need help, but I need to go over here and look for a little more treasure. I want to make sure I cover everything. There's a couple pots over... Hello. Okay, I gotta hold the button a little longer than that. Okay, so it's just like the older games. A couple hearts. Get another heart that we don't need. There's some gems. Okay. Which technically we also don't need, so this whole thing was just an exercise in futility. But I like feeling complete. I like feeling like everything I'm doing matters, you know? Seriously, though, that is part of the... Like I said, it is an Igavania-style game where exploration is the key to finding all of the upgrades. And I wonder if... Oh. Oh, that's it? I'm a little... I guess that's part of setting up. Like, what's the mystery of these caves? Where are these girls being taken? I just didn't expect that to be so abrupt. Alright. That was a good taste, I'll say that much. And it lets us hop right in. Maybe I can just condense all of this into one episode. Also, I noticed that we had a new transformation on that loading screen. We had the monkey on the first one, so does that mean I can get a second transformation here? Oh, we just have the one. Hang on a second. Can we hop into the... Is there a menu we can work with here? No, I'm pressing every button I've got. There's no pause menu, no inventory screen to see what we've got to work with here. Well, alright then. Oh, and this music is fantastic. Then again, it's way forward, so that was kind of to be expected. It's Vert, okay? Jake Kaufman. If the guy doesn't compose perfection in everything he does, it's a disappointment, okay? That's just all there is to it. Oh, glad I figured that out by total accident. Then again, knowing these guys, they probably intended for you to do that by accident, which is a really hard thing to accomplish. Let's be careful about this. I was trying to do a short hop out of the water there. See if I can just... Yeah, I can force myself a little bit underneath, but I can't quite grab that gem. Although... Hang on a second. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. Although I can't seem to go back up again if I don't untransform, so I can jump, I can float down, but I can't swim, which I guess makes something resembling sense. It seems the crab's only power at the moment is being able to go underwater because it can't do anything else. And that's the cool thing about the transformations, is it answers the idea of how do we give the character totally unique powers? Like, how do we have it make sense for them to be able to travel underwater or fly or be able to do all of these crazy things? Well, they just transform into something totally different from their human form. And because the character is magical in nature, it makes sense to begin with. Yeah, you get down there. Get out of my way. Would you stop that? I've had quite enough packages delivered to me today. Speaking of delivering packages to where they need to go, I can also sink a little faster by holding down. I wonder if there's a way up there. There probably is. Let's not go this way. Let's go this way. Oh, of course. Is there something I'm missing? Is there some button I'm just not pressing that'll make the crab do something special? No, I can't even get out of the transformation while I'm underwater. They thought of that. Well, I can hide. I can protect myself from damage, at least. Although, wait a minute. That's more of a crab-type thing. So I guess... Sorry. My mind was sort of filling in the blanks there in terms of commentary. It's like, yes, I am playing as a crab. Thank you for being so astute. But I was thinking I said lobster before, so I was trying to... Ah, never mind. I knew what I meant. It made no sense to anybody else, but at least I understood what I was trying to say. Why am I going back this way? I know that I can't get the treasure over in that direction, so let's not get bitten by that giant cycloptic piranha. That's another thing I love about these games, is the character designs. They're great. There's actually been some other art, too, about enemies that fans have designed and put in the game. One in particular, I think... You know, normally I'd be a little disappointed that somebody defaulted to something like a slime girl, but weirdly enough, in the Shantae universe, a character like that actually makes sense. Alright, out of the water and into the sandstorm. Holy cow! Alright, we've got wind to work with, it seems. Can I... Oh, I see. Alright. Haha! Treasure! Woohoo! I wonder, can I use... Nope, I still get slid even while doing that. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if there's a way that you can counteract that. How about we hop under the water here and get back to where we belong? Cut ahead. So that's how you do it. You actually have to hide behind something, which I guess makes logical sense, but knowing video games in general, I'm not exactly obliged to think logically these days. Forgive me if I don't immediately default to the rules of reality in a lot of these titles. Okay, so that locks that in right there. And I wonder if there's a way to actually... I mean, if we jump off this platform right here, we might be able to send ourselves up there. Am I willing to risk it? I'll give it one shot. Nope, got the timing off. Okay, but if I time that correctly, I might be able to pull it off. Let's hide behind this platform right now. I forgot about Shantae's crouching pose. It's one of the little entertaining things about this. She just looks like a cat ready to scratch at a post. It's slightly adorable, slightly sexy, and it's all fun. I love it. Like I said, I love many things about this game, and you know what else I love? The fact that this game got expanded because of the Kickstarter campaign. Oh, this guy is positioned in such a way that he actually... Can't move this, but I can grab these gems up here. I'll give that one more try when I play this game a little later, because we're just playing through the game the way it was meant to be played right now. That little glitch I discovered earlier with the monkey transformation, by the end of the day, I'm going to be hunting down a couple more of those, believe you me. That's the whole point of playing a demo, of course, is that you are a beta tester in a sense, so I will be entering Break the Game mode in maybe this or another episode if I'm feeling it's worthy of one, if we go slightly over our time limit here. But yes, I love that this game got expanded because of the extra money that came in. And so many things got added. There were extra costumes, there was a couple extra chapters that were added to the game, more stories for people to explore and play in, and we also got several new characters, 3 of them to be specific. Oh, you can actually kill that guy! I didn't realize he was taking so many hits, I just thought he was indestructible. But yes, that's one of the things I'm most excited to play around with, because I know Shantae, I understand how this character works by this point, but toying around with those extra costumes, and something fans have been waiting for a long, long time, playable side characters, like the characters Shantae is known for a long, long time, her friends, Bolo, Roddytop, and Sky, to be able to toy around with what their playstyles could possibly be, how they would navigate this world. And a lot of people talk about that kind of thing. I heard this question in another project that was happening lately, the Bloodstained Kickstarter. Some people asking, Koji Igarashi, do you plan on making any sequels to Bloodstained after this initial game is over? To which his response was, well, I kind of want this to be a clear-cut story. I want it to wrap up itself quite nicely. I don't want to leave people hanging after we went through all the trouble to make this happen, but at the same time, it feels like a little bit of a disappointment to go through all this trouble and leave people and just drop it after everything that happened, especially after it has now been confirmed as the most funded video game ever on the site. Wow, guys, congratulations on that one. But even though this game did not have that kind of level of success, it's still kind of interesting to me that the idea of creating a sequel, to me, the best way to go about that kind of thing is not to create a story, a standalone tale that might be able to be continued. It's about creating a world so interesting, you want to hear more individual stories from it. And if those stories it can support multiple narratives, is what I should say. It can support multiple stories that are all interesting in their own right. That feels like the right way to go about this kind of thing to me. That feels like the way you should handle it. That way, it also helps you creatively, because that way you aren't tied down to that one character. You don't feel like there's any pressure to continue their story, because the world allows for you to create things just as interesting. That's what people find to be appealing. It's not necessarily the one character, but whoa! Okay, just gonna start us right off the bat, are we? Uh-oh, do I need to... Oh, I can actually move left and right. Alright, that helps a little bit. That helps incredibly, actually, because that's the only way you can avoid these things. Alright, I can get behind this. A little bit of an auto-scroller. Oh, and the drop-offs are even marked, too. Okay, I get it. Get out of here. Stop throwing shit at me. Oh, I see. Okay, a couple jumps. Nice. You notice little environmental details like that. Like wherever you have to... Oh, no, they're coming behind me! Incoming enemy from the rear. Drop altitude. What do you think I'm doing? I'm sliding as fast as I can. Stupid gravity. Get me away from danger faster. I'm about to die. Oh, no, I gotta dodge them again? Where did those things show up from? Okay, I'm calling bullshit. Not that many passed me. I ran into a couple of them. That'd be an interesting balancing mechanic if they actually addressed something like that. Oh, no. Like, if you took crap. If you took crap. Yes, that's... I'll meet you back where we were. Like I was saying earlier, that'd be a bit of an interesting balancing mechanic. Like, if you hit some of those barrels right there as they were coming down, you'd have to deal with fewer of them in this upcoming section. Like, they just wouldn't be there to begin with, because hitting them made them fall off the conveyor belt. There we go. That's the proper way of saying English. I almost said something that wouldn't make any sense whatsoever, but then again, what else are you expecting from my channel? Alrighty then. Oh, no, you don't. Not this time. I caught your number, asswipe. I thought I figured this out on the last guy. It's a short hop immediately followed by the attack. You gotta, like, roll your thumb off of the buttons. But we're gonna do this again, huh? We're gonna hold a party in these brambly thorns all over the place. This really is Bramble Scramble. And I was right at the end of the stage, too. How about that? Confound it. Alright, well, that's the demo, everybody. That's Shantae Half-Genie Hero. It's fun, slightly frustrating, just the right amount of difficult, though. In all seriousness. Definitely keep an eye out for this game when it comes out. Now, of course, that's not going to be the end of this, though. Not by a long shot. Now that I've discovered that monkey glitch, I'm a little curious what other platforms actually support some kind of problem, so let's test that out, shall we? See you in the next episode, everybody.